Nancy Herring from Now We're Cooking. It's Tuesday, so it's time for tips, tricks, and treats. And today I'm going to make coffee cake. Just because one of my brothers loves coffee cake and is always talking about it, and I thought he often uses a mix, and I thought we're going to just make one from scratch. Coffee cake is kind of a misnomer. There's no coffee in it. It's kind of a cake, kind of a sweet bread, but it's very, very easy. Used to be way more popular than it is today because in days gone by, you might have gone to your neighbor's house in the morning, have a cup of coffee and a piece of cake. Now it's more likely to be served at a brunch, which is not a bad thing at all. But it's a real simple recipe, and I'm going to start with the topping because coffee cakes usually have, sorry, that was me, have a streusel topping. So you're supposed to use your, well, not supposed to, you can use your hands. I am going to use the food processor because I did my hands earlier and it didn't come the crumbliness that I wanted. So this is a little 3-cup food processor. I need a half a cup of brown sugar. I need a half a cup of white sugar. I need a half a cup of flour. And some cinnamon. And then half of a stick of butter, and I kept it as cold as I could, and I cut it into small pieces. Oh, I don't have my cinnamon in. So 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So first I want to mix that up and get the dry ingredients well blended. I got a big nose full of cinnamon. What I want to do is put the butter in, and I want to do it till it's kind of crumbly and sort of all combined. It's not going to be smooth like a paste, and that's when, if you're using a food processor, you do the pulse method, on, off, on, off, on, off. The chop and grind buttons really are just rotating the blades. I kind of like to go down in there and see. I've got a few visible pieces of butter. That's not a bad thing. I think that's as far as I'm going to get it. I do want to pour it in a bowl, so because I'm going to have to sprinkle it with my fingers, and I want y'all to see it. Not using a food processor, you would put the dry ingredients in your bowl, add your butter, and then using 2 knives or 2 forks or a pastry blender or even your fingers, just blend it all together. And I have a few, that was 1 piece of brown sugar that snuck in there, but the butter is very small, which is kind of what I want it to be. So that's the streusel. Some's going to go in the middle, some's going to go on the top. The other thing that I did a little bit differently, first time I made it, I'd put all the dry ingredients in the bowl and then put the butter in and stir it with your hand. Not in my world. So what I did is I put the sugar and I put the butter, and this butter was at room temperature, and I beat it with a mixer. Then I will add the rest of the dry ingredients to this. It calls for 2 cups of flour. Kind of a hybrid. I'm not going to use the mixer for the rest of it. It's a kind of like making muffins where you don't want to beat it very much because you don't want it, you don't want it not to be tender. So I've got my flour. I need a teaspoon of cinnamon. I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I don't want the cinnamon to get into my baking powder. Baking powder comes with its own little scraper, which is so handy. And a half a teaspoon of salt. And for that, I'm really just going to go like this and throw it in there. Now I want to mix all that up as much as I can. Oh, got a little flour in there, that's okay. This is the butter and the sugar, and now the rest of the dry ingredients. And as I say, you can certainly use a mixer. I didn't realize my bowl was so shallow, but you don't want to over mix it. So I want everything to be somewhat uniform in color. I can still see some cinnamon stuck in various places, and that's not what I'm looking for. So the wet ingredients are an egg, a cup of milk, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So I'm gonna get, and it looks like there's one sneaky lump of brown sugar, or maybe it was just disguised. Might have been just the vanilla sneaking around in there. Okay, so I've got 1 egg. I've got 1 cup of milk. I'm actually going to beat the egg a little bit before I pour everything else in to get it broken up a little bit. So a cup of milk. And then I also need the vanilla. And again, I'm just going to pour. Okay. So I want this blended. I don't want it overmixed. I just want all the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients combined. So I just want to, as gently as I can. I would not want to use a mixer at this point. I don't want to beat it. I just want to blend it. And I'm going to switch from my spoon to a scraper in a minute to be sure that all the little bits are incorporated. So what's fun about this is more of a traditional recipe with the cinnamon sugar streusel. This is a super easy to adapt recipe. You could leave out the streusel and mix strawberries and blueberries in the center and then put extras on top and put just a whole bunch of sugar on the top to give it a sparkly top. So that would be a very fun kind of red, white, and blue, strawberries, blueberries, and the coffee cake. I also saw where somebody had put apples in it. They had, if I was going to put apples in it, I would saute it. I would dice the apples small and saute them, but that would be a really good fall addition to this. Okay, everything looks pretty blended. You put it in an 8x8 or 9x9 pan. I've already sprayed my pan. So I want to put about half the batter in. And smooth it around a little bit. And then I want to put about half of the streusel in as well. So I want this kind of in an even layer as best as I can. If you have everything out and ready to go, it takes only about 10 minutes to do this. So if you wanted to do it as a very quick dessert, you could start it before you have dinner and then have it, because I think not only is this good for brunch, I think it would be excellent with a little scoop of ice cream on it. So a little extra there because it's kind of low. So I'm going to stir through this again because I managed to spill a little flour in it. And I'm going to kind of bunch with my fingers to kind of make it a little more crumbly. But I want the middle layer to be streusel. And then I want the top more batter and then more on the top. And it's going to give it a lovely cinnamony, sugary flavor. So now I'm going to put the rest of the batter on it, and I'm going to dollop it because I do want to kind of spread it as best I can. So I don't want to put it all in one spot because I'm going to need to spread it around. So what I like about recipes like this is they're just as easy to me as making a box mix, and you know exactly what's in it. There's no question about any ingredients because you put them there. So I'm going to just kind of spread it as best as I can, because it is kind of not a super thick batter, but still thicker batter nonetheless. So And if I feel I've got too much streusel, I won't put it on. I'll save it for another use because I don't want all cinnamon streusel topping. I want cake and. So this looks like I may have a little bit more topping than batter. So I'm going to put this in here. Wipe off my hands. And I'm going to do the same thing. But I'm not, I now have a whole lot of topping and not as much batter. So I'm going to cover it, but I'm not going to use it all. I can put this in a baggie. I could put it on toast and make cinnamon toast. There's many things you could do with it. You could freeze it for another usage or something like this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it in the oven, and it needs to cook for about 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. So assembling it is fairly easy. Eating it is even easier. So what happens is you have this, you can tell we were testing it today. I have a 9x9 pan and lots of crumble and lots of cake. So we put some on a plate so that if you were coming to my house for coffee, I would give you a cup of coffee and a plate of coffee cake, because that's what you do. So, easy way to make coffee cake. I'll show you the I'll give you the recipe. Feel free to adapt it with putting fruits in it or putting nuts or anything like that that sounds really good to you. But it's an easy peasy recipe and it's delish. So now we're cooking is at the northeast corner of Paseo del Norte in Wyoming. We are open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 4. We'd love to see you come by. If you need any help with baking or cutting or chopping or any of the things you do in the kitchen, we'd love to try and help you out. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.